Hey there, writers! Today you are adding a counter-argument and solutions to your writing. Earlier this week, you wrote a list of problems you notice in the world, and you picked one of the problems on your list. And then you stretched it by making a claim. A claim is a sentence that states that there's a problem, and it tells us what we should do about it. And then you went on the internet and you found evidence to back up your claim. And finally, you organized your writing into slides so that you will be ready to make a Google slideshow. Today, you're going to write a counter argument and some solutions. Organize your writing for the slideshow that you will do next week. Slide number 5 is writing a counter argument, which is an opinion that is different than yours. You did this when we wrote about the moon and the ocean. You wrote a reason why people might not want to go with you. They might feel differently. And today you're writing about why people might not agree with what you want to do. Either they might not agree and they have strong feelings about it, or they just don't want to change their lifestyle, and what you're suggesting would make them have to change the way they do something. And sometimes people are lazy and they don't want to change something. Here's my counter argument. To protect dolphins and whales, I think we need to shut down parks like SeaWorld. Other people might disagree. Some people like seeing these animals up close. SeaWorld sometimes rescues animals and they teach people about orcas and dolphins. So it's worth keeping them open in some people's opinion. So see, this is my counter argument. Not everybody is going to agree that they want to stop going to places like SeaWorld on their family vacations. They just really like seeing the animals up close. Or they know that they're learning about the animals, and they know that sometimes SeaWorld rescues animals. So they think that it's not all bad and it's not worth having to give it up. And then I have solutions. Slide number 6. That's what we're labeling it because this will make sense when we go into our Google slideshows next week. Slide 6 states specific solutions that you think will solve the problems that you've noticed. So you've written down problems. When you wrote about the problems, you should not have been writing the solutions. You just should have been writing down the problems. And now on slide 6, you're going to write down solutions. So here are mine. To end the cruel treatment to orcas and dolphins, marine animal parks like SeaWorld should be shut down and we should set the animals free. That's my first solution. Just shut them all down and set the animals free. Here's another solution. If places like SeaWorld are going to stay open, the parks need to build larger habitats. They also need to stop feeding the animals frozen fish and start feeding them a variety of fresh fish and other wildlife like they would eat in the wild. Another idea is for SeaWorld to build sanctuaries in the ocean and let people watch them on live cams in netted off bays and coves near beaches like wildlife sanctuaries that protect endangered species. So that third idea is the idea that in a cove or in a bay right near the beach, they could net off areas and have animals in that location. And this area would be primarily for orcas and dolphins who've been held in captivity. Now they would release them to that sanctuary and let them live there, retire there, and live there until they pass on. And they would be able to dive deeper into the ocean. They would be in ocean water. They would be able to catch their own dinner the way that other whales and dolphins do in the ocean. So that's a third idea. So you will be writing your solutions. You'll need to have more than one, and you'll need to really think about it and be specific. So do your solutions need to be specific? Go online again and get facts, specific facts like percentages and examples so that you know your solutions are solid. Writers edit their work. For example, I found out that, and let me type this in here for you. I found out that SeaWorld could build sanctuaries and let their animals live in bays and coves that have been netted off. So I actually had to go online and find out that that's a solution that people are proposing to SeaWorld to do that. They would still have a place with gift shops and places where you could learn about the animals, and then you would watch the animals on live cams in the ocean. And that way, that would save animals from living in the shallow, tiny pools that would kind of be like you or I being told we had to live in our bathtub. So that was one idea that I read about that I didn't know about. Your online search can happen at these different sites that I've listed below. And then, of course, I want you to send me examples of or pictures of your work so that I know that you understand what a counter argument is and that you found solutions. This way, I will know when we Zoom together on Thursday and Friday, I'll know how to help you. Maybe I'm going to notice when you send me your work that you need help on a counter argument or you need help finding solutions. When you Zoom with me, have your writing ready to share during our conference. Have a pencil so you can write down suggestions or edit your work. And let me know if you need to meet on a different day or at a different time. I've sent you the links and I'm looking forward to seeing your counter arguments and your solutions to your problems.